Good morning, Collective. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Collective, felt inspired to do a message for you all this morning. So we're going to jump right into it, basically. But real quick, I want to say thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, and donated to the channel. Your love and support goes such a long way, and I appreciate all of that. For those of you who have booked personal readings, thank you very much. I look forward to connecting to a lot of you today and into next week. Those who are interested in personals, that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. Use the email to email me. Do not use the links right now. That is one of many things on my to-do list to do some cleaning up around here. So some housekeeping. Also, the other thing I want to say to everybody is memberships, channel memberships are open. I will be adding an additional tier to that. So in the first tier, like, you have access to the stickers and different things like that, which I think are pretty cool. And then the second tier is going to be some daily type readings. I haven't ironed out all the details on that yet. And then the third was going to be for, and some of you have already enrolled in that, and thank you, will also be for a series that I plan on putting out here in the next week or so. So, or getting that started anyhow for you all. So that'll give you access to those things. I'm going to continue to do things here on YouTube like I always have done for everybody, right? So again, thank you to everyone who has supported me and this channel and the work that I do. I am eternally grateful. So with that, Collective, let's get down to your messages and see what's going on in Spirit, the world around you. Spirit is also addressing like the next 3 days. So we're going to call this, I guess, a weekend read with the way that's coming through. Laundry's done. All right, let's see here. Collective, what does the collective need to know right now, Spirit? What's going on for the collective at this time? Honor. There's something about honor that's coming to the surface here, Collective. Spirit, honor thyself. Honor thyself. Distractions. I did a reading last night for Scorpio, and whether or not that gets posted, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that right now. And as many of you know, if you're part of the Scorpio Collective, you guys have supported this channel amazingly throughout my time here on YouTube. And I think it's real important that it's like there's a lot of people here, some Scorpio, some not, who are leading the way, but there's distractions around you, Collective, that I think you're going to need to be aware of. And, you know, the people that are coming into your world, the people that are in your life right now as we speak, what is like smoke and mirrors? What kind of fog are they kind of throwing at you? Because I do feel like it's, Spirit is saying it's an attempt to get you off of your path. It's an attempt to move you out of your purpose rather than staying on your purpose. So let's see what else comes out for the collective, please, Spirit. January 17th. I don't know why that's coming through. Pay attention to that. Make a little mark or a note on your calendar. But they're talking about January specifically, which is interesting. And I do feel like this is future tense, not past. Some of you it might be, though. All right, what else for the collective here, Spirit? Ingenuity coming in. You know, when you go from that distraction energy to that ingenuity, and then all in ecstasy, there's Aquarius season. January 17th is the end of Aquarius, right? No, that's moving into Aquarius season. That's Capricorn. But Aquarius season, I think, collective, is going to be a very big dynamic power shift when it comes to the spiritual side, the spiritual work. There is some, I'm going to call them lightning bolt moments that are going to come in here. And I think that everything, Spirit, thank you, everything that's coming in is in preparation. The numbers 4, 9, and 11 could be very important and significant for you as well at this time. But this is like a preparation for what is to come. This is, you know, everything that we talk about with Pluto and Aquarius. So I think it's important to realize that there is some type of peace and harmony coming out of the fog of distraction, illuminating, taking chances. And you could be dealing with somebody or something, collective, that's like kind of trying to stifle, you know, what you are meant to do in this world, and pulling you, again, away from whether it's a work path, a life path, goals, ambitions, things like that. But I do feel like you're taking this head on, and it's giving me this vision of you dealing with somebody face to face, and you taking small steps back to kind of just continue to distance yourself from the situation or this person, and slowly sneaking your way out of it. And I don't think that you're being deceptive by that, but there's a point where you start to become more aware that what is happening is that distraction, right? Like that they're holding you back from a purpose. This could be, you know, lots of things that you're like, okay, I need to take a break from this. I need to walk away from this. I need to get my head on straight again, because there's something here that is stirring up in the back of my mind. There's a thought, there's a power in that. There's an awakening, a realization that's coming in as well, that I need to be giving my time, energy, and efforts to. What is this distraction about, Spirit? Let's see. Spirit is saying you cannot maintain what it is that you're setting out to do, collective, when you're in this energy. It's, you know, obviously a distraction, right? So it's there. I feel like there's all eyes on you. Like they're looking at you with maybe a spirit, a handout, you know, but what about me? What do I do? You know, it's like they're leaning on you. Clouds, you know, clouds that creates, you know, anything but clear skies. There is a lot of, you know, these are people, I'm going to call them lower vibrational people, collective, that seems to, you know, keep their heads in the clouds, or they're seeing things from a misguided perception of, you know, what could be, what the possibilities are. They're okay with staying stagnant, stuck, you know, non-movement, right? They're there doing their thing, and they scream loud. You know, Spirit is bringing out the fact of loud. Like, people who get loud like that, that is a very specific sign of some healing that needs to take place, or what have you, because it's like, if they feel like they can't get their way, they're going to get louder and louder and louder and more in your face, right? It's every time you pull back energetically, they come in more boisterous, more loud, more making a ruckus, right? They're just there to create some kind of chaos. It's like having your kids in the house, right? And it's like you can't think straight because everybody's running around screaming, and the dogs are barking, and, you know, whatever else, and toys are squeaking. They create a lot of distractions from what it is that you need to focus on at this time. And I'm not saying like throw your kids to the wolves or something like that, but you know, some of you may just need to get into a space of taking control of your household, right? It's like taking control, setting a standard, saying these are the rules, these are, you know, by 8 o'clock it's bedtime, by, you know, 7 o'clock you better be on the school bus, from this time to this time, this is where I'm working on my goals, my aspirations. So it's kind of like trying to get a handle on things on a minuscule kind of plane, you know, cutting out the craziness. This could be in your day-to-day lives, this could be bigger scale of things depending on what it is that you're doing, but this is Spirit is saying getting a handle on things. Ingenuity, you know, that to me is that combustion, that point of, I have this brilliant idea, all the you know, you could look at it as signs and synchronicities all syncing up in your mind. Things are now starting to make sense. You're starting to go, ooh, there's an ingenious idea. This caution comes out with interpretation. This is about somebody else's interpretation of you, collective, and what it is that you should be doing at this time. It's kind of like they're trying to caution you. They're telling you all the reasons why you can't make things happen, why you can't be more productive in a sense. And so what I could say to this, what I could put into words, is for everything that you find good in something, somebody else could be looking at it and giving you the negative result of what could be, versus the potential of everything that could just, you know, it's like, take the risk, collective. Do what you need to do. Set out to accomplish things. This is somebody who's trying to stifle a creative process. And, you know, the one thing I want to say is that, you know, creatively, it's not just art and music, and it's anything that you have the imagination to build upon. And some people don't have that, or they don't know how to tap into that, or they've gotten out of that at some point through their own conditioning. But this is a bit of fear that comes through with this energy, with this person. It's like, Spirit, here is my table, sit still. You know, so being aware of that, I think, is going to be really important. I don't know why 2 just came out, but all right. This awe and ecstasy, we have change and direction. You're changing the path in which you are on. You know, I'm going to say for a lot of you, incubation dreams. I think for a lot of you, you have a vision of what the future looks like for yourself. But I also think that in the midst of that vision, things are changing. You know, you could be getting more in depth into something that you're doing. This could be a bigger picture, or missing, you know, in the past, you know, practicing a skill set and then realizing like there's this little niche in that skill set that I'm meant for. I'm meant for some sort of greatness in this, and being willing to be flexible with the universe to change yourself, you know, change your mind, change your life. I say it all the time, right? But you're moving into this place where you're redefining what change looks like for you. You're redefining the direction in which you're going to move, and it's like Spirit's going, walk on. I think there was a song, like walk on something, I can't remember, but comes in a melodic form. But this is you taking that chance, taking that risk, making that change. For some of you, this is like 8 of Cups energy of the need to walk away from something, even if it hurts sometimes. You know, even if it's not exactly the most comfortable thing that you thought you would ever going to have to do, but knowing that it needs to be done. So, you know, you guys pay attention to who you're dealing with, where their perceptions are coming in, why they're coming in the way that they are. Distraction, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. This is someone who is living in a lack mentality. This, again, somebody who is, you know, reminding you of all the things that could go wrong. You know, they're like, they're vibration killers. You know, it's like, oh, the world's moving. It's got to stop because I'm not ready. Well, you know, life will pass you by, cross watcher, you know, if you stay in that stuck energy. Ace of Wands, the action-oriented form to this is to keep you in limbo. 2 of Pentacles. It's spinning your wheels and making no traction. It's going nowhere. This person may be completely content, collective, with doing nothing, going nowhere. They're always going back and forth in their own mind, in their own life, looking at you, expecting you to stay put, stay next to them in this, and that's not where you want to be. That's not where you're heading. So, you know, this is, you know, and I'm going to tell you, it's like this person, you know, to give you an idea as to who this person might be, I don't think they're emotionally in tune with themselves. They may be emotionally unavailable. They may be out of touch with any sort of feeling that would resonate for them to get inspired and create a positive action forward for themselves. This ingenuity, it's kind of like in this space here, there's a battle taking place, you know, a meeting of the minds or the lack thereof. The strength coming out in reverse. This is somebody with this caution. It's living in fear. And I'm going to tell you too, collective, you know, even if you're not dealing with somebody, take a look at yourself. Is there a fear that's holding you back? Because it's like, can I accomplish this? Can I make these things happen? Can I take this vision that I've got in my mind and turn it into something that is tangible to service myself, to service others? You know, and again, if it is somebody you're dealing with, they're striking out to keep you from a sense of independence. It's like you're fighting for your independence. You're fighting for your sense of self. You're fighting for your own individuality in this. You know, this is, you know, I would even say to you as an example, you know, maybe as a wife, as you know, I think a lot of people can resonate with this, or a spouse in general. You know, you've played the stay-at-home mom thing or dad thing, and you've done things the way that you needed to, that was like, you know, you were a supportive role to your own life, and you know, you threw sweatpants on every day and t-shirts, and you know, you pinned your hair up and you just went, like you just we're always in this space of giving to others before yourself. And now it's like, I'm gonna go get my hair done, I'm gonna go, you know, aesthetically just take care of myself, and this person's looking at you like, that's not the person that I married or the person I chose to be with. Like, you've always done this. What's the matter with you that all of a sudden you're doing all these things? Like, they're questioning why you're taking care of yourself, why you want to make things different or make changes that are in a positive light for you, that gives you that sense of freedom and independence. And that's triggering them. That's triggering an insecurity of the way things have always been for them and even for you. So, you know, it is to be very mindful of that energy as it comes through. This Aquarius energy, January 11th also, so 111, Knight of Wands. I kind of came out in a wonky sort of way. Some of you could be planning to take action to make a move and when I say move, doesn't necessarily mean that you're moving households. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're moving jobs. Movement is anything that moves you in any sort of direction outside of where you've been, right? So it's like Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. The thing that I like about this deck, and it's oh geez, what deck is this? I can't ever remember. I have such a hard time remembering the deck names. I can see the box, I can't think of the name. Anyhow, this knight is kind of holding back. You see in the original tarot, the Knight of Wands comes rushing in, right? This one's kind of holding back and waiting to see what is going to transpire, waiting around the corner. It's like an ambush kind of energy. Like, what's going to happen when they round that corner? Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. You know, you may not know what's around the corner. You know, I think that you're going to have to be very vigilant as to how, you know, what thoughts are yours, what thoughts are someone else's. And, you know, it's like you're reviewing something here to take action towards a new opportunity, a new way of being. You could very well be dealing with a fire sign or a Leo, as I got the Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands, and the Strength card there. And then Aquarius energy, but I feel like this is all in timing with Aquarius and Pluto, okay? So it's like with this King of Wands, he's still stationary. He's still just kind of hanging out above his throne going, so what are you going to do? It's almost like a reckoning moment between him and this Queen of Wands. You know, she's on her horse. She's ready to roll. One whip, right, of that wand, and it's off to the races. This King of Wands is very much inside, behind his throne going, I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to do anything. I've done it all. I'm the King of Wands. I've made my way through the court. You know, I'm here. I'm at the top of my spirit plateau. They're choosing to plateau, collective. They're comfortable with where they are. They're complacent. And for you, you know, you're ready to make that move. Three of Cups. There's a lot to celebrate in the successes. I said when I looked at these cards initially, Eight of Cups energy. Did I not? Look what comes out. The Eight of Cups. You can't make it up. This is you finally making a movement of walking away from a situation, a person, their ideas, their belief systems. Understand that when you make this move to change your direction, they're not going to be super satisfied with the way that you're making your decisions. But this is also you're breaking free here, collective, of limited beliefs, limited ideas, limited whatevers that another person has had around what you share with them. And they're not a fan of that, because that means that something that you were fulfilling on their behalf is now being pulled out from underneath them. They're not feeling that, right? Like, you're not serving their greater needs in a particular situation. Now, this doesn't mean that you're running off and getting a divorce. It doesn't mean that you're leaving the country, right? It doesn't have to be super dramatic. But I do think that you're connecting with people that are going to be fully supportive of you with the Three of Cups. They feel the emotion. They feel the vibe. They feel, you know, just the fullness that comes with that. So it's like, you're either going to support me or I'm going. Whatever that looks like, you know. And for some, you know, this could, you know, I think about like marriages and stuff. It's a spouse finally going, you know, I've lived my life for 18 years for our kids in this household. I'm doing something I want to do for myself. People have a hard time when you no longer fit the version of what they need you or want you to be. So, you know, it's like, I don't know, I see somebody stomping their foot, just one foot down, and going, this is not what we signed up for. This is not what we've done. This is not the way that we do things. Everything moving forward is going to be innovation. Everything is going to be finding easier ways to work. It's work smarter, not harder. It's to feel good. It's to find that awe within yourself, to find the awe that's out in the world, the ecstasy of that. And it feels good. You can breathe it in. And, you know, there will be people moving forward that they're gonna stay stuck. They're gonna stay stagnant. Releasing this release and pivot. I'm gonna leave it right there. Bravery. For some of you, it's hard to envision a life without the support of this person, or the support that you thought you had from this person or situation, this job, whatever it is for you. And it's letting them go on their own terms, and letting, when I say their own terms, they're making decisions around who they want to be, where they want to be, how they want to live, how they want to function their company, whatever it might be. And I do think that, all you've asked for is a little bit of open-mindedness, a little bit of grace to go, let me just show you what I'm capable of. And if I fail, so what? What if I succeed and I blow this whole bitch up? Like, what happens then? Right? So you're letting them go to figure it out for themselves, collective. And I think that in the process, you're releasing situations so that you can start to achieve the goals that you set out in your life. Look, this pause, the strength in the reverse with the ingenuity, the pause card, and a choice comes out. They're trying to make up your mind for you. They're trying, again, pause is to stop, right? It's to stop and to evaluate. The only thing with this is they don't want you to evaluate. They want you to question what direction you're going, why you're going that way. Again, for every solution you're coming up with, collector, they're finding a problem. But at the end of the day, Spirit is saying the choice is yours to make, so you can stay with them. Check in. I'm going to tell you, some of you could be feeling like whoever, whatever you're dealing with could see this like renewed hope in you. Like all of a sudden you've got a little more pep in your step after a period of rest, taking a break from things, just feeling like, it's evident from the look of you, right? Like just to take a look at you or be around you, that the energy has shifted, and you're evaluating this from the point of, I feel better. Like I feel excited about this. Like my engine is stirring. It's kicking up here. I'm ready to roll. And they're looking at this going, there's a fear, 22:22 on the clock. They believe that you will stay in whatever this is. You believe in something more than what they're willing to let you believe you're capable of. And it's like, this is about your dreams. This is about your vision for Spirit for the next 20 years. So, final words of wisdom for the collective, Spirit. Final words of wisdom. Presence and abundance. Comfort. You're bringing, if this is monetary, you're going to be able to provide all the comforts that you need for yourself, whether this is emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically, whatever this is. There's a comfort in this for you that says, I am capable. So, like live in the space, collective, of I am capable, I am deserving, I am well, I am loved, I am fully supported by God, Spirit, the divine universe. Be in this space of presence and how every moment is feeling to you. And I will tell you too, another thing that Spirit just brought in, pay attention to how you're feeling when you enter a conversation with this person, this job, this whatever, and how do you feel when you walk away from that? Is it lighter or heavier? Because that's going to be really indicative. Like, do you feel drained after they've given you the 15 reasons why you can't accomplish something, or why you shouldn't do something, or they question you why in general? Does it leave you feeling like less than confident? Does it leave you feeling drained? Does it leave you feeling miserable and going, I'm just going to go back to my room? Are they draining your energy? Because you need to be aware of what is nourishing your soul and what is not. Plain and simple. All right, collective. I think that's your message for the weekend. Pay attention to the people and surroundings. Are they supportive? Are they not? They want to be stuck. Let them be stuck. But don't you do that too. So, all right, guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I hope this reading was helpful for all of you. And again, if you're interested in personal reads, that information can be found in the description box below and the About section of the page. Take care of yourself. I'm sending you so much love. I'll see you soon. Bye.